While the music scene in Vietnam is flooded with pop music, classical music has yet lost its attraction to listeners. There are still artists with great enthusiasm for this music genre and are working to hopefully bring the classical rhythms to larger audiences. And Trinity Trio, among various trios, quartets and other classical music groups in the country, is making endless efforts to realize that dream.
Xin chào mừng chị đến với chương trình On The Mic.
Welcome to our On The Mic. First, could you please introduce about Trinity Trio and its members?
Cũng như là các thành viên của nhóm không?
Nhóm Trinity Trio của chúng tôi
Our music group Trinity Trios was founded in 2010. All members of the group are working in Vietnam National Academy of Music. Me and Miss Ang's, a cellist, often play together in the symphony orchestra. The other member, Thái Linh, a pianist who plays in the string instruments department, is a very good soloist.
người solo piano rất là giỏi.
Chị có thể cho biết về
What is the styles of the trio and which composers do you often play during your performances?
mà nhóm thường biểu diễn?
Về phong cách, chúng tôi vẫn đang khẳng định dần các phong cách riêng của chúng tôi.
Currently, we are working hard to form our style and make us different from other classical music groups through our selections of repertoires.
Cái tác giả rất là kinh điển và rất là cổ
In our first shows in Goethe Institute, we chose several composers who are from Germany, Austria, and other famous classical music composers.
theo thì chúng tôi cố gắng chọn.
In the second shows there, we'll try to diversify the selections with more romantic and contemporary works, including those from Piazzolla.
Đương đại hay là những cái rất là mới như là tác giả Piazzolla, Astor Piazzolla.
Theo chị thì
So what is the biggest difference between Trinity Trio and other trios and quartets?
Cái khó nhất của thể loại
The biggest challenge for a piano trios is how to combine two strings instruments with a piano. It's a difficult task for artists to reach a common ground, creating the most similar sound effect. It's easier for a string quartet since artists all play strings instruments.
bộ dây sẵn rồi. Cái câu cuối này. Dạ. Đây là mình sẵn. 2. Biến tấu 4. Bây giờ Thái Linh đánh là
cùng chơi trong một nhóm nhạc thì chị có thể cho
What are
biết
the common
về những
points
điểm
among
giống nhau
members
của
in the
các
group?
các thành viên không?
nhóm chúng tôi hiện là
We have a lot of things in common because we all work together at the National Academy of Music.
vì vậy nên là chúng tôi
Also, that allows us to spare a lot of time to practice together.
tập luyện rồi là
We discuss many times, showing each others what our opinion is for this or that part of a piece of music. We are all open to each other's because we know that would help us to do the best in our joint performance.
làm được âm nhạc tốt nhất.
Cho tới thời điểm hiện tại thì nhóm đã
How
có
many
những cái
performances have your music group had so far?
cho khán giả biết một chút không?
Chúng tôi đã có rất nhiều buổi hòa nhạc
We already had many performances at the Goethe Institute. Normally, we have around 4 or 5 performances there, and also we performed in other cultural centers like Japan Foundation.
ở viện
Apart from that, we took part in several performances of the Academy of Music Symphony Orchestra.
Học viện âm nhạc quốc gia Việt Nam tổ chức
Joint performances with other classical music groups of Vietnam or those from foreign countries are what we also attend.
nước và nước ngoài
We can learn a lot from most of the events we attended.
đều tham gia và học hỏi được rất nhiều ở những cái buổi hòa nhạc này.
Chị có thể nói gì về các
Can you
tác
say
phẩm
something about the performance at Goethe Institute tonight?
Bị gớt không?
Chúng tôi rất là vui vì khán giả vẫn đón nhận chúng tôi ở những cái buổi hòa nhạc của Viện Ước.
We are very happy to see that audience members welcome us at every performance here in Goethe Institute. This time, we take a different approach by challenging ourselves with works of Impressionism. The first part of the shows featured works by Maurice Ravel, which are very difficult to play repertoire that composed for piano trio. But finally, we did it well. In the second part, we played repertoires by Joaquin Turina, a composer from Spain. Though these pieces are very good, we have never played it before, but after a lot of rehearsal, we were able to perform them well.
Biểu diễn phần tác phẩm đầu tiên của thể loại piano trio của Turina.
The hall inside Goethe Institute was filled with audience members who came to enjoy the performance of Trinity Trio. Coming back this time with a collection of repertoires representing Impressionism and late 20th century neoclassicism, the trio, with their skills and courage to try new things, successfully brought satisfaction to music lovers. I can feel the enthusiasm and inspiration for classical music through their performance. I love it.
I think it was absolutely fascinating. I think that they played some very challenging pieces, and I was extremely impressed.
During the one-hour show, the artists performed 8 repertoires from Maurice Ravel, Joaquin Turina and Dmitri Shostakovich, with a collection that not normally selected by other classical music groups in Vietnam. Trinity Trio managed to give audience members a nice evening with classical rhythms. There has been an increasing number of performances by Vietnamese and foreign trios or quartets in Vietnam. Do you think it's a good signal for the local classical music scene?
Đấy là một dấu hiệu rất là tốt vì ngoài
I think that's a good signal because apart from solo performance or performances of symphony orchestras, those of trios or quartets with string instruments, piano and clarinets are important too. There are many good repertoires for those instruments. We also hope that not only our trios, but also other artists could have the chance to play together, forming up trios, quartets, or even quintets, and play those repertoires and bring the beautiful works to Vietnamese audience members.
Finally, could you reveal something about the future plans of the trio?
After this show, we will soon rehearse for another event, which may take place in October and November in Goethe Institute. We also have other plans for events of Vietnam National Academy of Music. For this year, we will still follow the music of Impressionism. Maybe we'll play the works of Debussy, a French composer.
Thank you so much for joining in our interview.
Thank you.